Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Oaghaji, aka Oaghaji, back with another video. Before we begin, if you hear any background noises, that's one of my cousins, doing her thing. So, yeah, I just want to let y'all know in advance before we get started. Today's video is going to be a little different. It's going to be recommendations, specifically manga recommendations. So today I want to recommend the classic superhero battle, pro wrestling battle manga that pioneered a lot of the battle shonens. One of the pioneer mangas for a lot of the battle shonens that you see today, in weekly, especially in Weekly Shonen Jump, and that is Kinnikuman. Created by the manga duo Yude Tamago. I'm gonna go by their last names. It's Nakai and Shimada because I know their first names, but I'm doing something cough and it's really late. So yeah, the manga it revolves around one of the most pathetic, or I should say, the most pathetic superhero in the world, and his name is Suguru Kiniku or Kiniku Suguru, also known as Kinnikuman. It falls around. Yeah, he started out being a very bad superhero. And for those y'all who don't, and before we get into more details about the story, let's talk about when was Kinnikuman was published. Kinnikuman was published in Weekly Shonen Jump in 1979, and it started off as a superhero parody of Ultraman, the classical tokusatsu Japanese superhero franchise created by Super Riot Productions. You know what I'm saying? Especially Eiji Tsuburaya, who did work for at Gojira, aka Godzilla, just to let y'all know. Yeah, again, it started out as a superhero parody to Ultraman and a lot of the other tokusatsu superhero shows in Japan, more specifically Ultraman. Especially in the kaiju extermination arc. That was definitely the Ultraman parody. And it went on from there to like superhero pro wrestling, and even more so superhuman pro wrestling, with its tournament arcs as a battle manga. You know what I'm saying? As you read the manga, it's basically a coming of age story where Kinnikuman goes from a zero to a hero. You know what I'm saying? But it has a lot of hilarious stuff. It's a mixture of hilariousness and seriousness, especially in the later story arcs, especially for the Scramble for the Throne arc. You know, I want to say more, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone that wants to read the manga. And y'all might be familiar with its sequel, Kinnikuman Nisei, or AKA Kinnikuman Second Generation, AKA Ultimate Muscle. Yeah, yeah. Kinnikuman Nisei is basically it's a sequel to Kinnikuman. So yeah, like I said, Kinnikuman became so popular in its name Japan that it would, like I said, it would have its sequel. You have its anime adaptation along with its sequel later on in the later decades, decades later, I should say. Um, and y'all might not know this, but Kinnikuman was one of the main inspirations from a lot of for a lot of y'all's favorite fighting games, especially Street Fighter, Garu Densetsu, aka Fatal Fury, Byoko no Ken, aka Art of Fighting. You know what I'm saying? What else? Oh yeah, King of Fighters. Let's not forget about that, especially with Clark Still and from Ikari Warriors. You know what I'm saying? And his moves. It's basically a Kinnikuman reference. Let's be honest. There's also, like I said, T-Zoc from Gato Densetsu, aka Fatal Fury, that also has some references to Kinnikuman as well. And Kinnikuman was definitely a huge influence for Street Fighter, Gato Densetsu, aka Fatal Fury, King of Fighters, Tekken, especially in the case of King. And King is basically an homage to both Tiger Mask and Kinnikuman, as well as the Catholic priest luchador. I forgot his name. I know his name, but I forgot it, which is bad. Which is bad on my part. But anyway, Kinnikuman, it's very influential, especially not just with the fighting games, but also with other manga as well. You know, the creator of Full Metal Alchemist said that that Kinnikuman was one of her favorite manga series. Kinnikuman definitely, had some, Kinnikuman obviously definitely had some influence for Akira Toriyama when he created Dragon Ball. Now, granted, Toriyama was mostly inspired by Journey to the West and Jackie Chan, but he also definitely took some inspiration from Kinnikuman as well. Yoshihiro Togashi, the creator of Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter, he was inspired by Kinnikuman. Oh, there's Eiichiro Oda, creator of One Piece, Masashi Kishimoto, the creator of Naruto. Both of them were inspired by Kinnikuman. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if that guy, Taito Kubo or Tite Kubo, was inspired by Kinnikuman. But anyway, yeah, it would become, Kinnikuman is definitely influential. Kinnikuman, along with another manga called Ringo ni Kakiro by Masami Kurumada, the creator of Saint Seiya. Both of those shows were definitely influential with a lot of the battle shonen mangas that you see today, and probably battle mangas, period, actually. So yeah, yeah, it has its new anime adaptation. It's actually an adaptation of its one of its current arcs called the one of the perfect chosen, not the perfect chosen arc. Yeah, I think it's the one of the new perfect chosen arc. I forgot the name of it. It involves the new set of perfect chosen. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to let y'all know. I forgot the name of the story arc. Again, I'm just doing this off the cuff, but yeah, it's based on the new one of the new story arcs for its like Kinnikuman 2011. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's one of the yeah. The perfect origin arc. Yes, got it. Perfect chosen origin arc. That's why I got it. It finally came off the top of my head. But yeah, I definitely recommend y'all reading Kinnikuman for sure, for sure. Y'all won't be so disappointed, especially if you love you some pro wrestling. So yeah. Hopefully, y'all enjoy this manga recommendations video. I could call it Oaghaji recommendations. Yeah, that's a nice ring to it. Stay tuned for more on that, for more in the future, and along with other types of videos and stuff like that. And if you like it, you can like it, share it, all that good stuff. You can also subscribe to the YouTube to my Oaghaji 27 YouTube channel, all that good stuff. So yeah. With all that being said, this is your boy, Ogechi Agaji, aka Ogaji, signing out. Peace.